If you ask ChatGPT anything today, you may already be running on a different model than you think it is. OpenAI just upgraded the model inside ChatGPT and quietly changed what free users run on, both at once. The headline is a smarter paid model with a new reasoning slider. The part fewer people will say is that same update pushes free users to the smaller model. Here's the number to hold: 68% fewer factual errors on harder questions. And here's the catch you should be watching for. It lands in the gap section. To see why this is a story, you need the model lineup. OpenAI runs 3 GPT-5.6 tiers this year: Sol, the flagship; Terra, the middle; Luna, the fast and cheap one. Until today, your everyday quick ChatGPT answers ran on a separate model, GPT-5.5 Instant. It was fast and chatty. Deep thinking ran on the bigger reasoning model. Today that split collapses. Paid users get one model, GPT-5.6 Sol, tuned for everyday chat and deep reasoning at the same time. Free users get switched to Luna. That's not a rumor. It's from OpenAI's own announcement page, live today. I'll show you the page in the evidence section. Here is the verdict, and it's 3 things, not 1. First, the paid update. 4 Plus and Pro, ChatGPT now runs GPT-5.6 Sol for both instant answers and deeper thinking. Same model, both speeds. The result is more focused answers, less padding. OpenAI says it made queries with at least one factual error 68% less common than GPT-5.5 Instant did. That's on financial, medical, and legal prompts, in their own internal evaluation. It's a company number, not an independent labs. Keep the attribution. Second, the new control. A reasoning slider on web, mobile, and desktop. Drag it low for a quick answer. Push it up for planning, research, coding. Same assistant, extra thinking on demand. This is the part people actually love. Third, the free trial change, the one nobody in marketing is shouting about. Free and go users get GPT-5.6 Luna as their new default this week. Unlimited text chats and a think button for harder questions from next week with abuse guardrails. Unlimited is real, study the fine print. It's unlimited on the smallest model. That's the shape of it and the tension. Paid upgraded, free at least repriced on the model. Both in the same day's news. Let me prove it with the sources, not my word. On screen, the OpenAI homepage, dated today. The headline is yours literally there. GPT-5.6 Sol, tuned for how you use ChatGPT. Expanding access for free users. That is the top source, and every number I said comes from it directly. That's 68. The announcement doesn't hype it. It says this: a financial, medical, and legal prompt test showed answers with at least one factual error were about 68% less common with Sol than with GPT-5.5 Instant. Measured against Instant, not against a third-party leaderboard. Attribute it to OpenAI's internal eval. Slider. From the same post, images of the interface. A smoother web, mobile and desktop. Quick answer at the bottom, deep thinking at the top. And especially because the whole point is granular test time control inside a single chat, the thing reviewers keep screenshotting. Who pays? From the Help Center. ChatGPT Plus, $20 a month, gets the reasoning options and the slider. Pro, $200, gets the top tiers and Sol Pro for the hardest tasks. Free and go get none of the reasoning options, just the think button on Luna. The free swap. GPT-5.6 Luna becomes default for free and go this week. Unlimited text chats and a think button from next week, subject to abuse guardrails. Limits still apply to file uploads, images, and tools. And scope, the part that keeps you honest. This updated Sol is only for the chat experience. The version powering work and Codex is not changing. And GPT-5.5 Instant still exists as the default fast option on paid plans. The API untouched. One niche, one app, one surface. That boundary is the real headline the lazy ones will drop. Notice something. OpenAI says GPT-5.6 Luna is recently updated free users this week. That's a real detect, and that's the payoff of the hook. Now the honest gap, the part this channel exists for. The 68% is internal, self-reported, and baseline only against GPT-5.5 Instant. It is not a third-party benchmark, and it is not a claim that GPT-5.6 Sol is the most capable model on Earth. It means OpenAI retuned its own chat model and measured a big drop on their own setup. Real, but check the wrapping. The free tier is unlimited inside guardrails. Text chat's unlimited, but file uploads, images, and other tools still have limits, and the think button has abuse checks. It is generous, but not unconditional. And the free model is the small one. Luna is the speed, the cheap tier in the model lineup. Moving free to the smaller brain is real expansion, and it's also real downsizing. That's worth saying out loud. One more thing to be fair about. This is where the reasoning slider faces Gemini and Claude in the consumer assistant space. OpenAI's edge here is granular control over thinking time in a single interface. But neither rival published comparable numbers today, so we are comparing a claimed improvement to a static field. That's the whole story in under 3 minutes. GPT-5.6 Sol got retuned for daily chats with a reasoning slider. Free ChatGPT got moved to Luna. 68% is the number to remember, and it's OpenAI's own internal count. One catch is scope, work, Codex, and the API are unchanged. We cover these releases the day they land. So if you want to know what OpenAI does next, before the weekend of videos up, the channel is the cheat code. Subscribe. Hit like if the source first breakdown earned it. And leave a comment. Here's my ask. Does the OpenAI limit free chat look like a gift to you? Or a quiet re-rating of what free get? My read is a step to more intelligence, priced by who's watching you. Tell me yours.